Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Gremlins Inc. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 20 bucks, although as part of the recent Steam sale, you can find it for about $5, and I highly, highly recommend it at that price. So what is Gremlins Inc? Well, let me just start off by saying this. Have you ever played a game that you love, but you're awful at, and you lose every single time you play? Well, that's my relationship here with Gremlins Inc. In this game, you're going to be moving a character around a board, and you're going to be spending cards to move that character, or to possibly play those cards in order to earn various resources, whether it be money or victory points. Your ultimate goal is to earn a set number of victory points. So there is a bit of RNG in this game. There's a lot of dice rolling to determine whether or not you go to jail or bad things happen to you. You can play against AI bots or against other people as well, so that's cool. You can even start with a special character that offers various abilities. This is actually a game that I wish was a physical tabletop game. If it is, I have never heard of it. But this is a fantastic digital board game. So let's go ahead and check it out real quick. This game has been out for quite a while, so I'll just quickly highlight the important stuff. There's a tutorial, game rules. Highly recommend you check all of this out. There's a large learning curve here with regards to how the game is played and what you're supposed to do. I have a lot of playtime in this game, and I still don't understand everything because I simply don't play it enough as much as I want to. So game rules, there's single player, multiplayer, workshop, settings. We'll just look at that real quick. Just pause if you want to see this in greater detail. Resolution, VSync, windowed mode, second monitor toggle. I don't see that a whole lot. Audio slider settings, and so on. So yeah, there you go. Let's go ahead and if I click on single player, you're given the option to create a custom setting, or you can pick from a preset list of challenges. Training session, for example. And I will say, the easy AI, like there's plenty of references in here to the easy AI being stupid. I lose to it on a regular basis, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I'm no slouch when it comes to board games. I have a ton, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe there's a meta that I'm missing, but the computer will, kick your butt in this game if you're not careful. But again, some of it is RNG. You land on a space, you roll a die, and if you roll badly, you go to jail or whatnot. So there's that. You can choose scenario, or you can set up the game. I clicked on custom, so you can see there's various playing fields, 1 or 2. You can play for victory points, a time limit, round limit, or chaos quest. Some of that may not mean anything to you. You can set the value of that goal. So in this case, it's 15 victory points or 15 score. You earn score by doing various things on the board. Character selection, you can choose one that you want. I toggled that on so that you can see the characters over here to the right. What you can do is you can hover your mouse over a character, and you can see what kind of special abilities they have. This engineer, for example, starts the game with 1 victory point already. Every time you visit the plant, which is a certain space, you get 50 bucks. When you play cards that give you 5 victory points or more, you get an additional victory point for free. The trade union, when this character participates in the session, every player earns 100 gold when using the plan. So yeah, there's positives and negatives to some of these characters. Pick the one that you like, but again, you have to toggle on character selection from full set. Otherwise, it's a random kind of thing. You can turn that off, too, if you want to. One of these, there we go. That's this one here. So you could toggle off character abilities if you really wanted to. There are some advanced settings, but this is just consumables. I have no idea what that is, to be honest with you. I have never unlocked a consumable before. But yeah, you can have up to, it looks like 6 players, which is kind of cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and actually jump into a single player game that I was working on, load session. And as you can see, the load times are very quick. Now, you're probably wondering, what in the world is going on? I'm going to go ahead and move my face over here so you can see the cards in that direction. So you are dealt cards in this game, and they are multi-purpose. You can use them for movement, and the movement is determined by the number of pips in the upper left-hand corner of that card. So that promotion card that I currently have my mouse hovered over right now, I could move my character 3 spaces if I play the card and discard it. Or, if you look on the very bottom, there's a little hand symbol there. If I manage to get to that particular spot on the board, which is to the left, I could play that card. If I hold on to it, I can get to that spot, I can play that card, and I earn the bonuses listed here. In this case, I would earn 1 blue resource, which is votes, and that's for winning elections. Yeah, players can become elected mayors in this game and gain certain benefits for becoming elected. You also earn 50 gold, money, resources, whatever you want to call it. So there's that. So you can use a card for like a couple of things, which is kind of cool. So you either use it for movement primarily, or you save the card for trying to land on the space that you're trying to get to. For example, I am here. I have to follow certain directions on the board. So as you'll note, there are arrows in between each of the spaces. So I have to go in those directions. Sometimes they're one way, sometimes they're 2 ways. So sometimes you may have to like circle the board before you can make your way back around to a particular space. There are some spaces like this bribe spot. It's kind of like a pass go. You get $200 like in Monopoly, but it's the reverse. Every time you pass one of these spots, you have to pay. It sucks. Although if you stop on this spot, you pay twice. The governor does not have to pay at all. If you cannot pay, then you earn like this evil resource. Malice as it's called. Malice is bad. Malicious players like are typically penalized. Sometimes you get good stuff, but typically you're also penalized for being malicious. So you try not to have that, malicious counter go too high. So there are different spots on the board that do different things, like the court. You may pay 40 money to confiscate 1 vote from any player of your choice. There's a casino over here, and I just gamble, and I roll the die, and I hope to get more than I started with. There's the Inferno. Discard all of your cards, get $100, but you gain this Malice. Certain spots are like payday or income. If you land on it, you get double, but if you just pass it, you get some of it. So it's kind of like the game of life that way. When you pass a payday spot, you get money. That's what these are. There's a police spot. You can land on it. If you land on it, you roll the die, and if you roll a 1, you're arrested. Now you can buy insurance, but you don't get to carry that insurance over. If you don't want to take the risk of rolling a 1, then you can pay the insurance or bribe, I think it's called. Some other spots, let's see, misfortunes. That's another bad deck of cards that you don't want to deal with. If you land on that, you roll the die, and if you roll a 1, you get a misfortune. Yeah, there's a lot of spaces I'm not going to go over here, but long story short, move your character around the board, earn money, but primarily try and earn victory points. Right now, my AI opponent has 2, and I have 0. Wonderful, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to get to this treasure spot because I have a card on my right side. And I love that if you hover over a spot, it'll highlight the cards, the ones that you can play to get there. Or if you hover your mouse over a spot, it'll tell you what cards you can play. If you hover over a card, it'll tell you on the board, it'll highlight what spaces you can move to based on the pip value. So what I want to do is I'm never going to get $900 for this, so I'm just going to spend its 4 pips to move to this spot. If I pass this misfortune spot, I get a misfortune. If I stop there, my opponent draws 2 and picks 1 to give to me. So don't want to land on it. So I have to get a misfortune. This game is so unfair sometimes. It really is. I lose 20 money and 1 malice. I made a donation. Okay, well, I didn't have any malice to begin with. So I landed on this treasure spot. I roll the dice to dig for treasure here. I'm going to get something out of it. However, I can also play a card. I'm going to play this card here, and I get $300 for playing that card because I landed on its matching icon. I'm going to go ahead and roll the die and see what I get. And I rolled a 1 because, of course, I did. It's only 10 bucks. Again, RNG in this game hates me. I don't know what it is, but I never roll well in this game, ever. I feel like the computer just cheats. Alright, so the AI turned in a card just now, I think, at this spot, and did something. There is a log on the very bottom of the screen here, I believe. Yeah, you can see on the left. Probably my head is covering some of it, but yeah, it tells you what happened. So now I get to go again. I get to play a card. What do I want to do? I want to land on this spot so I can get double income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could play a 5, possibly? I don't think I have anything that will get me there. All of my cards are 3s and 4s. For 80 bucks, I can get 2 victory points, but I have to land on this spot down here, per this matching icon. This one, instead of paying, you get ×1 payday. Ooh, okay. So if I land on this spot, I'm going to use my 4. Yeah, I'm going to use my 4 to land here. And I have a spot, the right connections. I have a card I can play. Rather than pay this 20 bucks, or if I stopped on this spot, I pay twice. Instead of paying 40, I'm going to play the right connections, and I'm going to earn income. Income is in the upper left-hand corner as well. There's a plus 30 here, and that indicates I'm going to earn plus 30 every time I pass an income spot. If I land on it, I get double. There's also this, again, this bribe spot, and that's what these bribe spots are. I'm going to play that card and earn some money for that. Okay, and now the computer gets to go. Not sure what just happened. I think he landed there and got some income. My turn again. There is the bank. You may invest to... You may invest to increase... So I think that's just to increase income, I think is what that is. Can I land there? I'd like to land there. That's a 3. Yeah, this is just... If I land on this spot with that, I get 70. I could play that card there too. What am I not going to... Okay, this is the jail. There's a jail, by the way. If you land on if you get arrested, you go to jail. And that jail actually has its own card mechanics. You pick a behavior, whether you're rowdy or neutral or really good. Being really good means you spend less time in jail, but your rewards typically aren't good. You actually gain jail experience, which is kind of strange. But yeah, by gaining jail experience, you can get some really cool things. And there are some like characters, like the thief that I'm playing against, actually probably benefits from being in jail. So let's go with the king. That's just a 1. Yeah, I'm going to land on this spot and gain double my income, which is 60. Okay, not terrible. Looks like he's going to the right. It's a lot of misfortunes here, but hopefully that'll work out for me. I definitely want to go up to that thing. I passed this spot with the diamond on it, so I'm not going to be back here for a while. I'll come up here. And you may pay... I can pay 40 bucks to increase my income by 10. Yeah, it's early in the game, so I'll pay my 40 bucks and increase my income. Alright, so he got a misfortune. I'm not exactly sure what it was. He landed on here, and discard all your cards, get some money and a malice. Okay. Okay, I want to get here, so I can get that promotion. What's the best way down there? Nope, nope, nope. An interesting find. Pick one of the 10 recently discarded cards. Note that the cards discarded prior to the deck reshuffle are removed. Let's just... I could risk it. Use... man, I only have 2s and 3s. Let's just get rid of that one and hope I don't roll badly here. I could pay 20 bucks. A governor does not pay. It does not roll dice. So he's pretty much immune to these spaces. Let's just take caution to the wind. Okay, it's a 3. And I did not get arrested because I rolled well. Nothing else happens. Alright, it's another misfortune for him. Hopefully they're affecting him. Oh, he went to jail. But he might like it there. He's there for 2 turns. Okay, again, sometimes you can get out depending on the type of behavior you're playing. So I'm not going to be back over here for a while. So I'm going to, I think, impeachment. What does that do? The governor is arrested. Snap, elections begin. I could save that card in the hopes that if he does become governor, I could play that when I get over to this spot over here and arrest him. But I don't... me getting over here is going to take a while. And also, there are certain like cards that require money to play. This one costs $50 just to play it. Not for its movement, but for its ability. I'm just going to play the 2 to move there. And now I can play this promotion card for free. There's no cost in the upper right. And I gain a vote, and I gain $50. I can sell 1 vote for $70. Yes, actually, I will do that. Me winning the election is not going to go very well, probably. All right, my turn again. Gain some more malice. Okay, governor for an hour. The miracles of bureaucracy. I want to land on one of these spaces. The player of your choice pays ×2 of their... Ooh. I would love to land on a bad spot. I would have to play a vote to play this one. So I think all of these are 3s. I have no choice. So I can't possibly play this card for its ability because I sold my 1 vote that I have. So I'm just going to go here and hope I don't get arrested again. No, don't give me a 1. No, of course. This is the second time this game. Off camera, I was also arrested. Well, this is kind of good for you guys, because now you can see what being in jail looks like. I'm in here for 2 turns. Alright, now he goes. And he gains some experience. I'm in jail. Choose a behavior. Do I want to be bad? This is a great way of speeding up your jail rank, but there's a good chance you'll gain malice and spend extra time in jail. I could lose experience by being good. I'm just going to be... let's be good. Minus $40. Roll the dice. 1, 2, 3, nothing. 4, 5, 6. You are free. No thanks. Discard cards up to 1. No thanks. Well, if I do that, then I gain a... No, that'll do. It says no thanks +1 malice, so I have to discard a card? That sucks. Well, let's get rid of... which one am I not using? I'm not going to come back over there anytime soon, so I'll get rid of that one. Alright. I'm in jail as usual. Okay. Choose a card. Another thing. No, thank you. -2, and okay, so I'll just say that'll do, and I get income. So, I lose 2 jail experience, I think, and I gain some income. That's not terrible. Now the thief gets out. Now, if you land on an enemy spot, you bid off, meaning you pick a bid, the enemy picks a bid. Whoever bids higher stays there, and the loser goes back to jail. But whatever you bid for the winner, you lose permanently. So I try not to land on him. What is that? Get a misfortune. If you have insurance, nothing. No. I'd hate to move ahead of him, to be honest. But if I do that, where is that? It's all the way down there. That sucks. Okay, let's just go here, and I'll play the Miracles of Bureaucracy. And what is that? Yeah, so I'm going to make him pay money. Minus $44. He's moving up. He's going back this way again. He really loves this little branch here. And some of these are optional. Ooh, if I can get up to there, I'm going to get a victory point just by landing on the gold spot. I'm going to try and keep that one. It's a 6, though. It's really hard to, like... it's really hard not to pass that up. Because 6s can get you places. Okay, I'm not going to get back to blue anytime soon. Let's go... I guess we'll use the 5 and come up this way, unless there's a spot I want to use over here. There's this one. Oh, I get a malice if I do that. Okay, let's just go up here and hope that I don't go back to jail. Because I took a shortcut, I have to pay 20 bucks from that bribe. No, don't give me a 1, please. Thank you. Whew. Gotta love it. But I think you guys can see where I'm going with this. This game is a lot of fun, but it's also sometimes extremely frustrating in the sense that RNG, no matter how well you're doing and no matter how much you plan in this game, RNG will beat you up sometimes, and your opponent can possibly, use take that mechanics in order to screw you over in some way. That being said, it looks like he got a victory point for being governor. Of course he did. I love the card mechanic. It forces me every turn to choose between movement and saving that card for its ability. I love that. Like right now, like the 6 will get me places, but I really want to land here, but I don't have enough movement to do it. That will land me right there, and I'd have to pay double the bribe. That would suck. Let's just... No, don't want that. That one is down there. What is that? Every player makes a bid. The highest bidder pays the bid and earns 3 victory points. Ooh, wow. That is amazing. Well, he's got more money than me. Maybe that's not a good idea. I'll use that to move. Okay. No, don't pay the bribe. Whew, 4. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you see where I'm going with this. It's a great game, especially at the $5 price tag. You can, just one game alone can take you 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the goal that you set. Again, in the beginning, when you choose the custom setup, you can actually pick 5 victory points, 10 victory points, or maybe a turn limit, round limit, different things like that. So you'll get a lot of playtime out of this. So I highly recommend this game. I'm going to come here, play this card for 1 free victory point. I may invest 60 bucks to get my income to go up by 10. Yes, please. I believe in investing whenever possible. Every player loses the amount of gold equal to their malice. Ooh, luckily I don't have any. So, but I think he just lost. Wow, he's got 6 malice and he's in jail. My God. All right, he may still win. You never know. But that was Gremlins Inc. The AI may be a bit frustrating to new players, like I am frustrated with them sometimes. Highly recommend possibly getting this for a friend, and that 2 or 3 of you, whatever, just have some fun playing this digital board game. Again, I wish this game were physical. I would so much play this game on the physical board game because it is a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. Yeah, so go check this game out. It's an older game, don't get me wrong, but it still holds up. There are some DLCs available for this game. However, I don't own any of them. Some of them are cosmetic. Some of them may grant you new characters. I'm not sure. Highly recommend you check them out. The game is like $5 right now on the Steam sale, and all their DLCs are also discounted. So now is the best time to buy it if you're interested in this kind of thing. All right, well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.